city of Bordeaux? Well, that's a whole region, and they grow a lot of delicious grapes. Do you like grapes? I hope so. Let's go back and see, where is Bordeaux on the map? Aha! Can you find Bordeaux? Is it up here next to Paris, over down? Oh, there it is, Bordeaux. Okay, this little area, this whole area here is very famous for French grapes and French wine. Okay, so let's go back here to our picture of grapes. Somebody, look, they've got gloves on, and they're picking a whole bunch of grapes. So delicious. And that, my friends, is our third sentence right up here. And it's a question mark. So I want you to listen, and you can read this sentence. Do you want to pick grapes in Bordeaux? Everybody, do you want to pick grapes in Bordeaux? Okay, you got it. Pick grapes in Bordeaux. Try that. Pick grapes in Bordeaux. Now we just add, do you want? Okay? Everybody, do you want? Excellent. Now make the whole question. Do you want to pick grapes in Bordeaux? That's a fun summer job, guys, really. And these grapes are very delicious. And Bordeaux is a famous area for picking grapes and drinking French wine. Okay, so let's go on. Aha, here we are. Now we're back in Le Beau Paris, beautiful Paris. And this is a church, okay? A church called Saint-Pierre de Montmartre, okay? And it's a very famous, it's on a hill, okay? Not a mountain, but a hill in Paris. And you can go there and walk inside and look around. So very, very beautiful. And you can listen to the music inside the church. Oh, I suggest that if you go to Paris, Le Beau Paris, to visit Saint-Pierre de Montmartre, okay, Montmartre, and that is a famous place on a hill in Paris. Okay, let's go on. Aha, does anybody know this guy? Who is he? Aha. Very, very famous picture in all of history. Well, his name is Napoleon Bonaparte, okay? And he was a France military emperor, okay? That means the top. He was president, general of the army, and he, very, very famous man. This is perhaps one of the most famous paintings in all of history, okay? Napoleon. And you can see, look at the expression on the horse's face, and look at his expression with his finger pointed up like this. Well, that was in the year 1800. Now, what does AD mean? Well, in the West, okay, in America, in Europe, we count the number of years from the birth of Jesus Christ. Okay, Jesus Christ is a very famous religious man. Some of you may know, some of you may be Christians, okay, for praying to God. And Jesus Christ was the son, okay, the boy, the son of God. Well, he was born in 0 AD, okay? So we start counting in America and Europe from the time that Jesus Christ was born, okay? So 1800 was 1800 years ago. But today is 2021. What is the date today? Do you know? Well, it's May. That's right, and it's Monday, the 24th of May, 2021. So how many years ago was 1800? Can you think it up? Can you figure your math? 2021 minus 1800. Well, that's 100. How many years? At least 200 years, right? More than 200 years. So that was a long time ago. But for me, I really love this picture. I think Napoleon was a great guy. I never met him, but let's go on. Okay. Uh-oh. How do you like his dress, boys? Would you like to wear something like King Louis? Louis XIV. Well, let's think about these numbers here. They're actually letters, but what do they mean? They mean numbers. And this first one, X, I, and V. Well, X means 10, okay? And I means 1. And V means 5, okay? So you've got 10 plus 1, which is 11, plus 5 is 16, okay? So we say Louis XVI. He's the 16th Louis, the Sun King of France. And when did he live? Well, he lived in 1643 AD. What does AD mean? After the death of Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ died after the death. After his death, we start counting the number of years. So today, this is year 2021, after the number of years, after the death of Christ. A means after, and D means death, okay, of Jesus Christ. So he lived and he was king, Sun King of France, in 1643, Louis XIV. Okay, so we got two famous people. Let's go to the next one. Aha! Now this lady, there are many famous people from France in history, but her name is Jeanne d'Arc, or Joan of Arc, okay? And she was a French general. General is an army, the very, very top person, like the president of Taiwan. Well, she was the general of the whole French army in France in 1412 after the death of Christ. And how old was she when she was general? 18. Can you believe? 18-year-old girl, the general of all the French army in 1412 AD. Whoa, I cannot believe. But this is a painting, a drawing, a painting. And here's another painting of, this is her right here. She fought, okay, the battle in the army for France. Let's go on to the next one. Aha, girls, what do you think? Is that pretty cool? Well, her name is Marie Antoinette, okay? And she was the wife of one of the kings of France. And look at her dress here. What do you think? Is that pretty cool? Much different than the picture of the Cannes Film Festival. Let's go back and compare the festival of the Cannes Film Festival picture. This is a picture of today that the movie stars wear. okay? But in her time, in Marie Antoinette's time, you can see, look at her dress. And she's got a little choker around her neck here with a little bow tie like thing. And a little on top of her head, her makeup, her eyes. Man, boys, what do you think? Is she beautiful? Maybe you like, maybe so. Okay, so her name is Marie Antoinette. And she was the wife of King Louis the 16th in France. Okay, so we have another example of French custom in fashion. Who is the painter for this picture? Do you know? Well, you can read here. His name is Claude Monet. Okay, and this is his garden with a bridge that he planted and made. And his style of painting is called Impressionism. And he was a painter. So what kind of painter was Claude Monet? He was an Impressionist painter. Okay, very beautiful, huh? Green, purple, blue, a little bit of pink here, and dark green here. Wow, so beautiful. Claude Monet. I'm sure you know of Claude Monet, famous French artist. And here we have another French artist. His name is Toulouse-Lautrec. And he also was a famous artist. And he liked to go to parties and make drawings and then go home and paint from his drawing. Okay? And you can see they're at a dance party. And Toulouse, if you remember, is a city in southern France. Let's go back and I'll show you where it is on the map. Right here, very close to Spain, Toulouse. So that's where he lived. And that is where he painted his famous paintings. And his name is Toulouse-Lautrec. Okay, now, I think, let's find out what's next. Oh yes, here we have the bridge at Avignon. Okay, here you see the bridge, and this is the town, the old town of Avignon. And in French, we would say Le Pont d'Avignon. Now, I have found on the internet a song called Sur le Pont d'Avignon. And I would like for you guys to listen to it because it's a famous French folk song. Okay? So hold on just 1 second.
Sur le pont d'Avignon, on y danse sur le pont d'Avignon, on y danse tout en rond. Les beaux messieurs font comme ça, et puis encore comme ça. Sur le pont d'Avignon, on y danse sur le pont d'Avignon, on y danse tout en rond. Les belles dames font comme ça, et puis encore comme ça. Sur le pont d'Avignon, on y danse sur le pont d'Avignon, on y danse tout en rond. Les soldats font comme ça, et puis encore comme ça. Sur le pont d'Avignon, on y danse sur le pont